Guys before.
So, there's these things, well, I mean, Alex, you know, I told you about them yesterday, I think. You know, things that Alex calls travelers, but we call them goat horns or steer's horns here. Well, it's this little prickly that gets stuck in your shoes, on the bottom of your shoes, and where I am, like, at the house that we're working at, like, in the backyard, there's, like, an infestation of them, so it's, like, I mean, normally you go, like, in the desert, area, like, resident-ish area, and you'll only end up with, like, one or two, maybe from the sidewalk. Nah, this backyard, you come back off the ground, off the dirt, and you have, like, 50 in, like, each shoe. I had, like, a big-ass pile by the time I, like, took them all out of my shoes. Now, anyways, really gross story. So I pulled all of the ones off my shoes and I put them in a cup. Well, the cup had a little bit of water in it, and throughout the day I was drinking water out of it before I put the stuff in them. And I'm like, you know, I'll be fine. You know, my mom just went out to get something to eat. I have this Wendy's cup that I can drink out of now. So I go to put all of those ones that I just took off my shoes and my mom's. I think it was just my shoes and my flip-flops, and I put them in a pile, and then I picked the pile up off the floor and put it in this cup. Well, this cup had, like, I don't know, like, inch or two of water, like an inch and a half, okay? Now, I didn't work outside, and I was like, you know, I'll pick it up later. You know, I'll probably remember to pick it up later. And, then I went outside to do some work. I helped my mom, and then I went outside to, like, do some work, and I came back in. And so I pick up the cup, and I, like, this is, like, 2-3 hours later, and, like, I, like, swish it, and I, like, hear water in, and, like, I totally forgot, and I was like, oh, this is my water cup. So I go to fucking drink out of it. And, it's literally fucking dirt water. And I was like, why does this taste like plants? I'm like, why does this taste so fucking weird? And then, like, I fucking, like, choke, and I, like, just spit the water out all over the floor. And then, like, I feel something in my mouth, and, like, before it, like, actually registered, I already had swallowed. I ate one of those prickly things, and it got stuck in my throat.
Oh.
So, like, it's, like, really gross, because I brought those in from in the backyard, somebody's backyard. I don't know what they fucking had out there. They could have fucking pissed in that backyard. I had dogs out there, and it's like, and my shoes are disgusting. I'm walking everywhere with them, and it's like I walked in this nasty ass house with these shoes on the outside and the restrooms and just everywhere. And then I put these in this cup, and I forget that it's, like, in there, and then I drink that dirty ass water. I was like, oh my god. And it was kind of funny and ironic, because I was talking to my mom, and I took this swig of this water, and I was telling Mom what a hard day I was having, and then I take a swig of this fucking water, and it only gets worse. I did. I put the prickly things in there. I put it all in there because I was like, oh. Because I was like, I'm gonna throw this cup away anyways. Like, I'm gonna throw this cup away. Like, it's trash. Like, it's not. It's the McDonald's cup.
Put it in the trash in the first place.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw it away later. And so I put like miscellaneous like pieces of like fucking trash plastic in there, and like those prickly things, and like just fucking leaves off my shoe. So, like, I came inside, and I swigged the water, and then I fucking spit all over the floor, and my mom was like, what happened? What happened? And I'm like, this is my cup. I thought you threw it away. And it's like, and I forgot for a moment. I'm like, and I drank this dirty ass water, and I took off the lid, and I showed my mom, and she's like, ugh! And she's like fucking like laughing, and she's like, oh! I just like, oh. I told my mom, I said, if I'm not like projectile puking by tomorrow, I'm like, there's something wrong with me. Like, I was like totally fine afterwards. Like, it was kind of weird because like I took a sip because like I forgot and I took a sip and I'm like, and I like had it in my mouth for like 2 seconds and I'm like, why does this, it tasted like black, I swear to fucking God, it tasted, and I was like not sweetened tea of course because literally fucking plant water. Anyways, fucking dirt plant, nasty ass weed water. Anyways, I sipped it and I was like, why does this taste like tea? And then I sat there and then it clicked. And I'm like, oh fuck! And so that's when I spit all over the floor. And then I ran to the bathroom and started just fucking just, like, I turned on the faucet. I just started fucking just getting like fucking handfuls of water and just putting it like in my mouth and like washing my mouth out. And I like felt that fucking prickly shit in my throat and I'm like, man. I told my mom like, can I go to the doctor tomorrow? Yeah, they're like really sharp, like thorns.
It's
I
like
was
grass.
lucky that, no, it's not grass. It's like, I don't know if you've ever been to like a desert area, but it's literally, it's almost like rose thorns all stuck together. And like you step on them and they hurt really bad and they get stuck on your shoes and stuff. It's almost like having like a rock on the bottom of your shoe. And they hurt really bad, like when you prick yourself with them. But yeah, I was one, unlucky because I fucking inhaled one. Two, I was lucky because if I didn't take a swig with my straw in there, well, if I didn't have a straw, I probably wouldn't have fucking, like, I would have seen what was in there before I drank it. I mean, I should know better, but I was fucking tired. It was the end of the day. I was like exhausted. I was ready to go home. And I was like telling mom how bad my day was. And then I go to fucking swing this fucking nasty ass dirt fucking weed water shit. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm probably gonna get fucking hepatitis or something. I basically just ate whatever was on the bottom of my shoes by accident. If I get hepatitis, all I'm gonna tell you, Kat, I'm gonna show you my positive fucking shit on my next blood test and be like, I fucking told you so. I don't have hepatitis. I'm just saying. Because I'm a dumb fuck and I did something stupid. It's like still like stuck in my throat. Like it wasn't even like, it was like a small one. It was like a small one and it wasn't like crazy sharp because like I went to swallow it. And I was like hoping that it was just like a piece of fucking plant, but it wasn't because like I literally like swigged some water and just fucking gulp like the life out of this water. Like even like, have you ever taken like big gulps so big they hurt like your throat and like your stomach and stuff? Yeah. I was fucking downing like a gallon of water just trying to get this shit to go down and it would not. And I tried coughing. I tried like everything. I was like tempted to make myself puke, but I'm like, what if that doesn't work? I'll just make myself puke for nothing.
Hello?
You missed my dumb story, Nico.
Oh. Hey, is it called goat heads?
Yeah, they're called like goat heads or like goat horns or steer horns.
Yeah, I was searching up the words. And I eventually found goat heads. Goat head weed.
I hope I never do something that stupid again, but I know I damn well will. I'll forget and I'll do something stupid again and I'll have more stories to tell. I got lots of stories of me doing dumb shit. Like, most of it just because I'm oblivious and I'm just like, I don't know. I attract dumb things like a fucking, I don't even, like a fucking magnet.
I got something to say.
Show me a true form.
It says, wanted, invasive plant, puncture vine, alias, goat head, tribulus terstris, origin, Eurasia, Africa, likely accidental importation via contaminated sheep, first reported in California in 1903. Crimes, puncturing bicycle tires, injuring the feet of people and animals, injuring grazing animals'
Those things
digestive
fucking
tracts, depleting soil moisture, poisoning sheep. It's like a wanted
Wow,
poster.
I can't wait to see poison. I'll be right back.
So do they look yellowish? Like yellow, kind of spiky,
They're like
spherical?
tan. They're very spiky.
Were they kind of round?
Not really. It's like a rock, kinda, with thorns. I'll be right back. Hear me.